This week on Baby That's Cont, we're talking about Superman, the sexy actors that star in the movie, Jurassic World, Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey, and how sexy they are. We got Challenger's Moment of the Week with Carlos and Yannick Sinner. It's a very will they, won't they situation. Are they going to kiss? We also have the Cont Clave for you this week, talking about the Gen Z stare. Who's right? Is it millennials or is it Gen Z? Spoiler alert, the girls are fighting. Nicki and SZA start a beef on the internet. Who's going to come out on top? All this and more on this week's episode of Baby That's Cont.
Hello, and welcome to Baby That's Cont, a conversational podcast about all of our favorite cont. I'm Kip, your resident Los Angeles queen.
And I'm Joseph, the owner of the world's only 24 karat gold Labubus.
Congratulations, I didn't know you acquired
Oh, thank you so much. Have you seen the
cops, as they say.
uh have you seen those videos?
No.
Oh, it's a whole saga which I could have used as content for this week, but guess what? I didn't. Uh, I'll have to send them to you, or I'll put one in the
Okay.
video also.
I am the owner of the one and only 24 karat gold Labubu.
But guess what? Reveal. Highlight of my week, month even.
Can you say what's happening for those of us who don't know?
Oh, for audio listeners, I am now the proud owner of a Labubu.
Oh my god. How did you acquire?
So my grandma bought it for me online like a month ago because she knew I was trying to get one.
That's
And
cute.
I thought she got scammed because it never came. But guess what? It came.
Wow.
As so many do.
Yeah. And what is a labubu?
Well, we don't know. I think an indicator of it being out of the zeitgeist now is like people like me now have one. But it was very popular among Gen Z and K-pop idols.
Oh,
And it's just a little doll keychain collectible item.
yeah. It reminds me of like Fendi Monster. There were like these cute little balls you would put on your purse.
A lovable.
Yeah. I'll show you what it looks like. I've heard of them, but I didn't know if I was missing more than them just being like a bag keychain.
Oh, yeah, that's really it.
Well, that's fun. Congratulations on your gift received.
Thank you. We're so up this week.
Well, moving into our first segment, we have our What Was That? Movie moments of the week.
What was that?
What was that?
Was this segment named after Lord's song? Because that's what I was going.
It could be inspired by many things. There was that. There's the Real Housewives. What was that? Um, and probably more things. More times people didn't know what something was.
Oh, true. Let us know what your what was that moment is.
I think it fits movies because a lot of times you are watching a movie, especially these days, and something happens, and it's like, what was that?
So true.
And ultimately, we were trying to come up with segment names, and Joe Bird and Kipper's "We Get the Movies" didn't quite satisfy you.
I don't think that satisfied anyone.
I think it's a fun play of Robert and Ebert, or
You don't even know what it is.
Ebert and Roper.
Yes. Tag yourself.
Yes.
I'm Roper.
I guess I'm Ebert, but I was Kipper, which would be make
Kippert.
me Robert. Rebert.
I don't
can't
know.
get their names.
Anyways, eager. No, I can't say it. That's canceled. We're doing What Was That? Welcome to your What Was That movie moment of the week. Um, First movie, I think both of us saw and
Yes.
hopefully enjoyed. And if you didn't, then you're wrong.
Well,
Is
I'll just say I saw it against my will.
okay. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy it.
Yes, we'll get into that in a moment.
Okay. Well, Superman, starring the lovely person whose name I can't remember.
David Corenswet.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say because it's such a strange name.
It is strange, but very easy to say.
I will say he is also easy on the eyes.
He is the hottest Superman in a while.
Okay, I neither agree nor disagree.
I'll say this, you could tell me that was Henry Cavill, and I would be like, okay.
I mean, yes.
Apparently,
um,
like, apparently Henry Cavill was like gonna come back to this one, and then I guess the studio changed hands or something, and they just like decided to go with this guy instead. But he
oh,
looks very similar.
yeah, they handed off the DC universe to James Gunn
Mm,
because Zack
Mr. G.
Snyder apparently flopped it, which I kind of do agree with. Um, but that actually will go into one of my criticisms of the movie, Mr. James Gunn, which we'll get to later. But
Okay.
um, for those of you who haven't seen, the new Superman movie is basically yet another reboot. Um, it's also controversially very woke, according to those online. We have themes of political and ethical issues. It
Hmm.
gets very, I don't even know if I'm going to say it on the podcast, but very representative of, maybe I'm not going to say. You know what I'm talking about.
Many people are saying.
Everybody's talking about it online. You could watch Ben Shapiro's video.
Or you can watch Mr. Piker.
Oh, he has a lovely 50-minute video. I recommend.
Wow.
Okay, I would try to describe the plot of the movie, but it's actually very complicated, which for no reason, I think.
Okay, you have to describe the plot of the movie.
Okay, let me try. The movie opens and Superman is already here. He's already Superman. He's already dating Lois Lane, which another issue. Um, he works at the Daily Planet, and basically we have Lex Luthor, who's the main villain. He is the Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Palantir, girl boss of the world.
Yeah, definitely. And by the way, hot as shit.
Oh, anyways, um, so basically, Lex Luthor is trying to do super villain things. He's trying to fulfill his nefarious plots by turning the world against Superman, turning his parents against him. Um, to mild success. Well, actually, well, no spoilers.
There's
The
spoilers.
Justice
We have to
League gets.
spoil.
Oh, well, I'll spoil some.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
well, I guess I'll spoil it in a moment when I talk about the emotional through line of the movie. But if you like superheroes, I think it's a fun movie. The Justice League gets introduced. We get Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, not to be confused with Miss Hawk Tua, and Mr. Terrific, who's really like, I feel like he was like the star of the movie.
Yeah, he was a real slay.
Also in the movie, we get Super Dog. I don't know if that's its name, but it's a dog and it is super.
It has a cape, red.
It does have a cape, and let me tell you, it be beating people up.
Yeah, that dog really had powers.
Yeah. So I thought the movie was really fun. I thought there was a lot of like deep metaphors that made it culturally relevant.
Yeah.
As well as just having like a lot of silly comic book stuff in it, like in a way that I think the DC universes didn't, or the DC movies haven't had in the past. They've been all super dark and gritty.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was really cute. I really liked the you meet Superman's like on Earth parents, and then you also meet his like birth parents who dropped him off here. Did you clock that that was Bradley Cooper?
I was thinking it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I saw the resemblance and didn't realize it until like someone told me, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
That's interesting because he is a star of some other James Gunn movies.
Oh, which one? I don't really know anything about Mr. G.
Oh, okay. So James Gunn directed Guardians of the Galaxy, the whole
Oh,
series, I
that's what someone
think,
told me, that the movie's very similar to Guardians.
which it is. I agree. And which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like that is a good thing, but it's like such a specific tone and way of doing it that you can't help but think like, oh, I kind of just wish this was Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
because the characters are so much like funnier, I think, in those movies, and
Hmm.
so it made me like miss that a little.
Yeah, the movie was not very funny. I'll say
The
that.
funniest parts I think were like the dog.
Yeah, the dog was funny. I really enjoyed Superman, and I did think this guy, David Corenswet, was a great Clark Kent. Like those scenes were the most
Yeah,
realistic and the most like normal person I've seen a Superman be, I would say.
I do agree. I feel like he did a good job with like showing the tension of being Clark Kent and dating Lois and like talking about the struggle of like what are you supposed to do when there's a problem? Like, are you supposed to stand by and follow the process, or are you supposed to like do the next right thing?
Yeah.
I hadn't really seen that portrayed, I think, in a superhero movie.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Apparently, he put 50 pounds on, like he bulked up 50 pounds for the role. You don't see him shirtless once, and he looks good, but he doesn't look like, you can't tell he's like beefy in the movie, I feel. And that was a miss to me.
I kind of agree. I think it was the costuming.
Yeah.
Like, I think in previous superhero movies, they're very like the costumes are all bicepped out with shading and bulges and whatever to really show the muscles
Yeah.
off. His was like a little simple, like closer to what like the original costumes looked like, or maybe like a comic book drawing.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So
Yeah, but overall, I totally enjoyed the movie. I did think it was very well done, and I thought too the scenes with his parents and stuff, they all felt very real and very like in the real world. Like they felt like they were taking place in America today, not like in fictional whatever land, Metropolis land. Um,
yeah,
Overall, I really liked it. I did wish it was
even though
funnier.
yeah, I had a good time laughing. Like when there's a scene, it's like a serious scene with him and Lois Lane, and they're talking in her apartment, but in the background is just like pure comedy. Of there's like a giant, uh, I don't know, blob,
Oh
and the
yeah, what was
Justice
that
League
blob
is
doing
like
there?
fighting it, and it was so funny to me.
Oh, that's really funny. Brendan wished that blob wasn't there, but he was like, "No,
When
they'll deal with it."
the Green Lantern was just like bonking it with a giant bat, I thought was super funny.
That is funny. I guess I wasn't fully understanding what was happening as a more casual viewer.
Oh, I think it's one of those things where it's like you're not sure if you're supposed to laugh.
Yeah.
Um, but then like the moment one person laughs, then like everybody starts laughing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nobody
We were
laughed at my
having a fun
screening.
time.
Oh, that's good. My screening was very full of annoying people,
Oh.
but that's society, isn't it?
That is the risk about going to the movies in person.
Yeah, but you got to do it. Also, okay, I went to the bathroom and to get a drink refill during the movie. I walk out, and we had landed from London like at 9 p.m. the night before, and we saw a 1 p.m. showing on Saturday. So I was jet lagged and a little just like whatever. But I walk out, and when we walked into the theater, there was a sign saying like, filming event is taking place. Like, do not enter if you don't consent to be filmed. But I'm just like, okay, whatever. I walk out to get this refill and pee. There is a full cosplay convention going on with like 20 people in costumes for like Superman type stuff. And there's like, I think it was a fake reporter, but like reporter dressed as a superhero interviewing another person dressed as a superhero with cameras and stuff. And it was really intense.
That's wild.
I'll send the photo. Maybe we can pop it in the video.
Please do.
Anyways, what would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Okay, I'll preface this with saying I am a harsh critic.
Yeah, I know. You
I'd
always
give it
have
an 8 out
been.
of 10.
Yeah, I give it an 8 too.
I think like the best superhero movie of all time is like The Dark Knight.
Yeah, that is
In
a good
my
one.
opinion, it still holds up. This I think is close, but just has a few misses. I think in the probably like the editing department.
Yeah, and it needed a few more jokes.
Well, yeah, that's my guess. Is maybe there were more, but they got cut.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Snip, snap,
Did
snip, snap.
you realize that there's that other movie coming out in like 2 weeks? Superhero?
With
It's
Mr. Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah. Did you know?
Not only did I realize, but I will be seeing it.
Can't wait to hear your review. I might not be seeing it.
Oh. Well, you know I love Pedro Pascal.
I know. I don't know if I buy him in this role.
I don't either, to be honest, but the girls have to go and support the girls. If you know what I mean.
Well, I didn't realize he hasn't officially come out publicly, and so I'm a little thumbs down on him for that.
Well, that's valid. But as you know, people have to go on their own journey.
Yeah, but he's like 50.
And people have to also make that money.
I know, but now he's rich. He is 50 exactly.
Okay, well, now that he
And
got the leading Marvel role, maybe he could do it. Because that's the top. Like, where do you go from there?
it's the top of some things.
Well, it's like
It's
the most
not the top of
money-making
everything.
role.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. Well, for more on that, listen in a couple weeks.
Stay tuned, as I probably don't ever even go see it.
I think you're gonna see it.
Bet.
I saw Jurassic World. Are you a Jurassic's fan?
Are you a Nicki fan? Um, I would say I love her original work. Like Jurassic Park 1, absolutely slay the house down boots.
Yeah,
2
I
and
hear it changed
3,
cinema forever.
well, I wasn't there. Jurassic World was fun, the first one. That was like before I was thoroughly sick of Chris Pratt. Just a little bit. So yeah, I was open to seeing the movie, but I just didn't see it.
Yeah. I've only seen the original and then I saw this one. It was not very good.
Oh, yeah, I had heard.
I feel like the whole point of it was just to get Jonathan Bailey and Scarlett Johansson in a movie and just like make a bunch of money on it, and it seems like they succeeded.
Okay. I think she's very beautiful and amazing, but I don't get her.
Yeah, I was watching it too and I was like, are. I remember in high school, people were like, guys would always talk about like wanting to fuck her, and I was not seeing that vision in this film.
I just thought like that's just what everybody who's in the closet says. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe.
but apparently all these guys who aren't in the closet, allegedly, are very into it.
Well, she's married to Colin Jokes.
Yeah, but like who bagged the trophy in that relationship?
If they feel like they make sense to me. What do you think?
Like as equals.
Yeah, ish.
I think people would consider her to be at a much higher level than him,
I know that they would.
which is
I
what
don't
I
know.
don't
I
get.
would. Yeah. Well, they're not comedy nistas.
Anyways, I don't really. Neither of them feel like they should be in the Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah. I agree with that. So like Jonathan Bailey speaking in an American accent, which is really weird. But the movie, it starts, and the plot of the movie is that people don't care about dinosaurs anymore. And so, like, billionaires on this secret island are like crossbreeding dinosaurs to make new scary ones that the public will care about again. And they can and they can only live on like around the equator where it's like super hot. Or tropical. It's like the perfect climate for a dino, whatever that is. And the movie opens and like dinosaurs are now in like zoos and stuff. And this dinosaur is like under the Brooklyn Bridge and like is dying. And like traffic's like going around it and they're like craning this dinosaur in this way that just like it makes no sense. And the whole concept of Jurassic Park in general and why someone would be excited to see the movie is that people are excited by dinosaurs, which are cool in
Yeah,
general. And so it was just like not a great premise. And it just starts with like somebody, Scarjo's just sitting in a cab, and someone just like gets in the cab and is like, we need you to go like get this, like she basically needs to shoot a dinosaur with a dart to get some like goo out of it to make this all happen. And she's like, why would I do that? And he goes, we'll give you a bunch of money. And she's like, okay.
you
And
son
she
of a
just is
bitch,
like,
I'm in.
it's very that. And then Jonathan Bailey is like a scientist and he's going along because he wants to like save the dinosaurs because nobody cares about dinosaurs anymore. And so, anyways, they just like embark on this mission. And like apparently like countries are monitoring the island and you're not allowed to go to the island. Um, and so that's like a whole plot point. So then we cut to this random family. It's like a dad, two daughters, and then one of the daughters is 10 and one is like 17, and then her boyfriend, who is like an asshole. And they're literally boating from like New York to like South Africa or something. They're like boating across the world.
Okay, insane behavior.
Yes. And they're literally in the like restricted zone and they get attacked by dinosaurs.
Okay, well
And
that's
they
like
get
a that happens in like most of the movies, I feel like.
yeah. Well, they did it again. um and so anyways, then hijinks ensue as you can imagine. But the whole movie just was poorly thought out. And then they're like on the island and then there was this so transparent like the little girl like the 10-year-old or whatever um all of a sudden this baby little mutant dinosaur who's very cute like crawls into her backpack and starts following them around, and it was so clearly like the studio trying to create like a Lilo and Stitch type like character that people would buy $1 million of that like has no plot and doesn't go anywhere.
Oh. I
So
remember the
it was,
marketing for that.
yeah.
It was like save Dolores or whatever, and
Yeah,
everyone's like,
Dolores, I
"Girl,
know.
you don't know who Dolores is, so stop saying that."
Yeah. Yes. And we still don't know who Dolores is.
Okay, that's a letdown. I thought the whole movie was going to be about Dolores.
Well, that probably would have been a better movie.
Yeah. Okay, here's my concept for the next Jurassic movie, which you know there will be one.
Well, there shouldn't be.
Well, yeah, but I think it's part of their theme park marketing to keep pumping out these movies. Um, okay, my idea: combine Jurassic whatever with the Oceans series, and it's like
Okay.
a heist movie with
Oh,
all people you know and love, and they have to like sneak into the dino world, but it's filmed in that style. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think that would be really fun.
Okay. I can see the vision for that. We'll have to flesh out the plot,
Like,
but I see
I think at this
potential.
point, it has to be camp. You know what I mean? Like, we can't just keep doing dinosaur eats people over and over and over.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think any people got eaten this time.
That's crazy. That's the whole
There's
point.
very few dinosaurs in the movie.
Ugh, budget cuts. Okay, well, how many uh, dino DNAs out of 10 would you give it?
4. It was bad.
Wow. Poor Jonathan Bailey. It's okay, though, because he has Wicked coming out soon.
I know. I'm glad to get him back to his regularly scheduled programming where
Yes.
he belongs.
He just had to get that check, mama.
Yes. Okay. Well, moving right along into our challengers tennis moment of the week. Did you see the Wimbledon final at all?
I did not watch, unfortunately.
Well, that's okay. I watched it for you.
And
Well,
what
it was a
did you
rematch of the French Open final where Carlos Alcaraz won in 5 sets, a thrilling comeback. And this time, Yannick Sinner won pretty easily in 4 sets. Um, and it was not nearly as good. It was kind of a letdown. But the challengers part of it was afterwards, there's this photo of them hugging and looking right at each other. And it so looks like they're going to kiss
I feel like this happens a lot, doesn't it? Like, I
between the
know I
two of
sent you
them.
other pictures, like one between Carlos and Djokovic for sure.
Mm,
I do think it's
yeah.
just the camera angle, but it is really funny to watch.
Yeah, but these two are like really good friends. And they're always commenting on each other's Instagram and stuff. Sorry. In a way that I don't know. It's just fun to think that like maybe it could happen.
Okay, honestly, I think that would be a top 10 gag worthy moment of the year if they
Yeah.
did.
We need a top gay tennis player. And we need a bottom gay tennis player.
The problem is tennis players are fighting so many demons, like they can't possibly want to add another to the list.
Maybe. But I don't know. It's gonna happen. That one that I followed and sent to you that you said looks like a lesbian, I like feel like might be.
I don't know who we're talking about.
His name is Elmer Moeller. He
Oh,
lost in the first round of Wimbledon.
I thought we were talking about Iga.
No, there's a lot of lesbians. It seems to be a different thing for the men.
Well, I always
Yeah, and
like
then
thought tennis was the gayest sport, right? Like that's what I was told as a tennis player.
that's what it seemed like.
And you know
Certainly
what?
was
We
what
are.
we were told in high school. Yeah. Um Anyways, that's all for our Challengers Tennis moment of the week.
Amazing. Next up, you can all join me in the Cont Clave as I talk about this week's controversial topic, the Gen Z stare. Tell
I've
me,
not really heard of this.
I was going to ask, yeah. So, this is actually a follow up on a rant I had some time ago. So, the Gen Z stare, there's a lot of debate online right now about what it actually is. There's the Gen Z side, and there is what I believe is the millennial side. Maybe even older than millennial. What is that?
X,
Okay. So
I think.
essentially, the Gen X and millennial side, which is the side I was on in my original rant, is saying that when you go up to like a Gen Z person or like a service worker of that age and they just look at you and they don't greet you, they don't say, "Hi, how can I help you?" Um, they just stare at you.
That's so
So everybody on
strange.
TikTok, including me, I didn't post on TikTok, but is like complaining about situations like this. The other side of the story is Gen Z, and they're saying that the reason that they don't like they say that the Gen Z stare is what they do when like an annoying boomer comes up to them and is rude and they don't want to dignify the boomer with a response. So they just like glare at them.
Okay, that's funny.
So my question to you, obviously it's a case of both or can be true. But what
Hmm.
do you think is the most prevalent that you experience?
I think the most prevalent is just the staring for no reason. At the like before I've even had a chance to be rude to you.
I would say that's what I experience. Well, you know what? Actually, now that I'm with my parents more often, maybe I do see more of the other one with them.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's just like I said before, the one thing that really gets me is if you go up to like a service worker and it's like it's their job to engage with you,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm not just going to go up to you and start talking at you without you being like I am now ready for you cuz that's rude, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to walk up and be like I want a venti triple shot whatever if you're like busy.
Yeah. No, 100%. Um, it happens a lot. Now that you're saying this and I'm thinking about it, it's like, oh yeah. Why don't they say hi?
Yeah. You don't even have to say hi, just be like how can I help you? Or
Yeah.
even
No,
just
like
like
at a coffee
what?
shop.
Just say something.
Like I'm gonna walk up to the counter because I'm ready to order, but I'm not gonna say hello because I don't want to interrupt you if you're working on something because I'm polite. But you, as the order taker, it's your job to say hello. What can I get for you? Or even how are you today?
Yeah, or even hi, welcome to Chili's.
I would love to be welcome to Chili's. By the way, what did you get at Chili's?
I got the guiltless margarita steak or something like that
Oh, how was it?
with fries.
Oh, well, so add that guilt right back in, bitch.
You can't go to Chili's and not get fries or not get a chicken crisper. Even though the chicken crispers
That's
are
not
bad
true.
now.
Are they?
Yeah, they changed
When I go to Chili's, I don't get either of those things.
it. What do you get?
I get the skillet queso,
Okay, well,
which is its own terrible thing.
yes, that's you're fighting your own demons over there.
It's so good. But also it's partially because the queso is delicious, of course. It's partially because their chips are like incredible. They fresh fry them and they're so thin and crispy.
Yeah, they do have good chips.
Yeah. And they come with salsa.
Okay. Well, so here's my question. In this situation where I walk up to the host desk and they don't say anything, What am I supposed to do? Are we gonna have a stare off?
Well, I'm just going to say something because I would like to be seated.
I mean, like, okay, maybe next time I'll just try it. I'll just walk up and go and see what happens.
I can't wait to hear how it turns out. I
Maybe
don't have that in me.
they'll be like, "Oh, you're a real one."
That's hilarious. Let us know. I would just say, I would go with like, hey, how are you? I just don't say anything if they seem like they're busy. But if I just walk into Olive Garden and you're just going to stare at me and do nothing, I'm just like, because that's the time that most recently happened to me. Um,
Yeah.
or that like sticks out as like, what is happening here? Um, I could tell they weren't doing anything and I could see open tables. So I was like, hi.
Okay, well, I dare you to try it and report back also.
Okay. Stay tuned. Oh, to finish this topic up, I did see something on Twitter the other day that I think was about this, but it was about Gen Zers answering the phone and not saying anything, not saying hello.
That cannot be true.
I don't know. I haven't experienced that, but a lot of people were saying it is a real thing.
Like, how are they
You have
supposed
to
to know you?
signify that the phone, I know, that a lot of times it doesn't even ring anymore.
Oh my god. Honestly, Gen Z, you're killing it.
I know. I really do think that, like, I don't know, we were 1 or 2 years away from like being too late and being absolutely cooked. We got really, really lucky.
Yeah. Have you seen the discourse that's like millennials are like the only like valid generation essentially?
Yeah, I love that as one, of course. I was thinking about this. You remember how in high school, we were friends with the grades above us and they treated us like normal people. We were all fine. Like, I'm not saying they loved us, but like, the relationship was good. The grade below us was always like terrible and weird and like we did not cross up the way that we went up. Do you remember this?
Not really, but I did have a friend famously a grade younger.
Yeah, well, there's always a couple. Um, I have or two in mind that I really liked, but anyways, I think that was really the beginning of the divide.
Yeah, it's just like we learned how to like live in both worlds where boomers are stuck in like a pre-tech world and Gen Z live in a post-tech world. Like we were able to navigate both
And we had to
sides.
teach the tech to the people above us. We couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
Say more.
Like is Gen Z and Gen Alpha really going to be as wild as it sounds or are they going to like adapt to normal society? Like saying hello
Yeah.
when you answer the phone or greeting people as your job as a greeter.
Yeah, the thing is, those are really preordained things that they shouldn't have ever had to learn. Those are things that are supposed to come naturally to you. So we will see, but I don't have a lot of hope for them.
Well, stay tuned as we find out more.
Okay. Well, continuing in the Cont Clave, did you see? So we're recording this on Wednesday, the 16th. As of last night, Nicki Minaj and SZA are fighting.
Oh no. Who's going to win?
Uh, it depends. Like, I think Nicki will win the war of internet words. Who do I think is going to win in real life with having a better rest of their life? I think it's going to be SZA.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good take, I think.
I don't know because I was trying to follow it. I did read some articles talking through the timeline. Apparently SZA's Twitter back in like 2010, 2011, before she was famous, she was like a messy poster who would like say mean things about the girls, including like Rihanna. I think there was some Beyonce stuff. But like, you know, in the way that it was fun to be messy back in the day, I would imagine. And I'm
You
sure
mean
it's all
like the way
deleted
that we
now.
talk on this podcast?
I don't think sort of, but we have no musical ambitions.
True.
um Anyways, people were saying it was started by that, but then they were also saying Punch, who I think runs the TDE label that SZA's on, I guess Nicki has beef with him. And then apparently SZA tweeted, she was like, Mercury's in retrograde, like don't take the bait, girls, or whatever. And Nicki said it was a subtweet about her. And so then Nicki really started going after her looks and her like fake freckles that I guess SZA puts on her face and stuff. And it got really messy. And Nicki's saying Nicki's way more successful than SZA. And it was also really funny because like, so one of you and me's personal jokes for years has been about Pink Friday, Pink Friday Roman Reloaded, Pink Friday Roman Reloaded, the re-up.
Yes.
Anyways, SZA re-released the SOS album with a second disc called Lana that had like 15 more songs. And it did really well. And Nicki tweeted like, and that was so like lame of you to re-release your album with a bunch of random shitty songs just to break all these records. Even though that's a page straight out of the Nicki Minaj playbook.
Yes.
So yeah, it's messy, and we'll see what ends up happening. But
That's
Nicki
so
did call
wild.
SZA a tarot card reader, which he
This is like, well, yes.
like, and I read yours, girl, and they say not good things.
Yeah, that is crazy. I don't understand why Nikki feels like she has to start beef with people constantly. It's like you kind of were like are like the queen.
I'm gonna say word for me.
Yeah, I mean, like I know there was amazing people who came before, like
Lil Kim.
for a dollar, name one.
I
um,
said Lil Kim.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of, but my brain kept saying Missy Elliott, who I do also
Oh,
love.
also, yes, name another.
Um, that's it. Okay, well, what I loved about Nicki was like she was like the intersection of rap and pop, which I think
Yeah,
was kind of new. Like I think Missy Elliott did a little for that space, but Nicki was like total camp queen,
yeah,
which as a young in the closet gay boy was really fun.
yeah. It was really fun, and she did like, she opened for Britney Spears. We went together,
Yeah,
stuff like
amazing.
that. It was amazing. Although, do you remember the show was not sold out, and they were giving people in the top, which was us, tickets in the bottom.
Yes. Which I can't believe because honestly, who wouldn't want to see Nicki Minaj and Britney Spears?
I know, and this was like 2011. This was like peak.
Yeah, till the world ends.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways, my
it was
point
in
is like,
Anaheim.
yeah, my point is that Nikki basically like was queen of everything. Like she doesn't have to start beef to be relevant because she like set the path for everybody else. It's like you could just be like friendly and do features with everybody and like be the queen above and
Yeah.
still be relevant. But she's choosing to like go down the public mental breakdown path, which you hate to see.
Yeah. She's trying to start rumors about Jay-Z and Beyonce's marriage. It's all very like, why don't you focus on you?
Yeah. Like just put the pink wig back on,
I know.
please.
I agree.
All right, well, that's it for this week. Thanks everybody for watching. You can find our podcast on Apple, YouTube, and Spotify. We're also on TikTok and Instagram at Baby That's Cont. You can follow our personal Instagrams at Jojo_Patron and at Queen Kip, who may be public, maybe not.
I don't remember if I did it or not.
Well,
but I will.
You can request.
I'm going to make it public right now.
Amazing news for everyone.
Amazing news for probably one person.
You'll definitely want to see what's in there, so go find it.
There's good vacation photos.
Amazing 0.5 work there. New episodes come out every Tuesday, so we'll see you then. Bye, everyone.
Bye.